Have you started?
Good
morning. How are you all doing? It's your lady, it's your Oriflame coach, it's your sweetheart, it's your darling sweetheart in Oriflame. And I have something special, something beautiful. Before I go into it, I would want you to actually follow me on my YouTube channel where you get to see most of all these products. I would actually put them out for you on my YouTube channel so that you can have a glimpse of each and every product. Now, starting with one of our products, which of course is health-wise. Now, why I say health-wise is because this is something that is actually a problem to some extent in our country, Nigeria, where you see somebody trying to feel uncomfortable about the way he or she looks, or if he's not being, or if he's not well taken care of. So today we're going to be treating something really beautiful from the Oriflame product, and it is called Wellosophy. Yes, I know some people say Wellosophy. Now, before I go into Wellosophy, I want to give a standing ovation. My love goes to the person who actually designed this thing on the board so that it will be easier for me to actually teach this particular product appropriately. In person of a student and a sweetheart, a name, Omar. So I hope with this thing drawn on the board, you'll be able to understand what I'm going to teach you today. So Wellosophy. When we say Wellosophy meal replacement for weight control, and we have two flavors here. We have the chocolate and we have the vanilla. Now when we say Wellosophy, what do we mean? The well there means wellness and the Sophy there means philosophy. Now it means an all-round arrangement, an all-round coordination of the human body. Now it's an overall approach to health and well-being. That is, it is integrated based on our physical, spiritual and mental aspect of life. Now, when we look at ourselves as human beings, we tend to do certain things. There's one thing in Nigeria, most of us don't really go to the hospital to say, I need to check myself, I need to know my vitals, I need to know if my heart is functioning properly, I need to know if my organs are actually doing fine. That is one thing we actually fail to do because of the nature of our society. But to bring to your notice this morning, I would want each and every one of us to actually do the needful, to actually go to the hospital to check their vitals, to check how they're doing, because it is of immense necessity. That way, we'll be able to know why and how to treat whatever it is we have going on in our body. So please and please, health is of necessity, and if you actually are not doing that, then it's actually very wrong. Now moving on to what we're talking about, Wellosophy. We said it has to do with total well-being, total wellness of our body. Now when we talk about Wellosophy, we say it is a calorie deficit. What do we mean by calorie deficit? We mean a type of food supplement or beverage that is designed to help individuals create fewer calories that their bodies need in order to maintain its current weight through weight loss. Now all this jargon I'm actually saying, but how do I split it? How do I break it down into pieces? Now what I'm trying to say is that this particular product helps to lose weight. Now before you say, oh I look fat, oh I look too thin, or I don't like the way my body feels, or I don't like how I'm actually being seen. Now before we give a conclusion about the way we look, we have to ask ourselves one question. Are you okay? What is that thing that you feel so uncomfortable? Why do you feel the way you feel? Now when we talk about wellness, when we talk about weight loss, before you actually go into losing weight, you need to ask yourself, are you healthy? That is the one thing. Now based on health, we are meant to know that before you can actually say I am healthy, you need to go through this process called body mass index. That is how you can actually tell if an individual is healthy or not. And what we mean by body mass index, the abbreviation is BMI, meaning if you say I am healthy, it has to go from 18.5 to 24.9. Meaning if I am between this range, then I am actually healthy. Now if I go beyond 24.9, it means I am actually what? Overweight. And then when it goes overboard from 30 and above, then that person is actually what? Obese. Meaning, if you're underweight and you're obese, there are certain things you need to look out for. There are certain things you need to control in order to put yourself in that body position you want to see yourself looking like. And this is where Oriflame Wellosophy comes in. It helps you lose weight. It helps you look your best. It helps you be the person you want to be. Now, what are those contents? What are those things this Wellosophy contains? One, it contains fiber. Now, most of you ask, what is fiber? Now, fiber is a dietary fiber. Now, it's a type of carbohydrate that the body can't digest or absorb. Meaning this fiber is actually carried like that and put into the bloodstream or the body of any human being. It means that when you take or digest this content or take it into your body, it goes like that into your system, making you look full, and it prevents you from being lousy or being naughty when it comes to not having control when it comes to eating. Now some people will say, okay, I'm taking my breakfast, I don't need lunch, I will only take dinner because I'm actually losing weight. Now for you to actually lose weight, you have to actually look out for the necessary food you need to take into your system. Now, if you're going to go with this, it means you have to be very careful, you have to discipline, you have to caution yourself as to what type of food and which type of food to take into your system. You don't just take anything. You don't just see an ice cream man going and eating ice cream. You see somebody with frying buns, you buy buns. You see somebody frying akara, you are eating akara. You see somebody with or plantain, you want to eat plantain. Now, with Wellosophy, it controls your appetite. It makes you full. It makes you not malfunction yourself anyhow. It puts you in a place where you can actually control yourself when it comes to feeding. Now we also talk about those things that fiber contains. It supports the weight, meaning you tend to reduce weight in a maximum pattern. It means you are actually looking at yourself the way we want people to actually see you. It lowers cholesterol levels, meaning such foods such as beans, fruits, oats, okay? Now foods such as oats, beans, fruits aids in cholesterol level. Yes, now when you eat so many things to the maximum, it can actually cause you certain things. But when you take food in their right proportion, it gives you the maximum weight that you desire. Okay, so what other thing again? It is high in protein. Yes, most of us will eat a lot of protein. Say meat is protein, beans is protein, fish is protein, egg is protein. Now, when we talk about high in protein, you already know what protein does. It repairs the skin, isn't it? It makes you glow. Okay, it repairs, maintains, and grows the tissue cells in our body. So when you take this, you have a good number of protein level in your body. Okay, it builds our immune function. That is another thing what this Wellosophy does. When you say immune, it means that there are certain things that will not just go into your body. And even if it goes into your body, it has a way of trying to read it off without you knowing. And then it boosts energy. It gives you energy. That is one thing with this Wellosophy. The kind of energy you'll be wondering, I can't believe I can actually do this. I can't believe I just do this. That is the energy we are talking about. And then lastly, it has high rates of vitamins and minerals. Okay, when we talk about vitamins and minerals, what do we mean? Okay, now these products are products that has every class of the balanced diet in it. Yes, when we talk about every class, we're talking about carbohydrates, we're talking about protein, we're talking about vitamin, we're talking about fats, we're talking about certain things that are needed in its right proportion for every human being to actually digest into their system. Okay, so now how do you prepare this particular meal Wellosophy? How do you do it? Now, for those of you who really want to use it, now before I recommend you to actually take this, you must have first to check your height, your weight, and the fact that you are actually healthy. Now, when you go beyond or you go below the range for being healthy, then this Wellosophy is actually needed. Yes. And and then you can actually take it. This is how you can do it. And then we have the measurement cup that you use to take this particular product. Now when we talk about the measurement cup, we have some cups that have their measurements. Now before you take this particular meal replacement, what do? You use milk for it. Now for those people who don't take milk, you can use soya milk. But for those that are using milk, you must make sure you fill up the milk to 200 level, no 250 level. And that milk must contain 1.5% fat. That milk, before you buy the milk from any plaza or from any shopping mall, make sure you check the fat content, the percentage of that fat content in that milk. It must be 1.5%. So the level of the milk should be up to 250 grams. And then you use either of the flavors. You use the spoon and measure 25. 2 spoons of this, of 25 measurement, and put it inside, cover it and shake. And after shaking, you consume it at a gulp. Please, at a gulp, not drink and then cover. No, you take it, you digest it immediately. It's just like taking a meal. And when you're done with that, check yourself. And after doing that, please don't misuse the fact that because you are actually on a diet, you can actually eat anything. No. So you have to stick to it that you actually want to lose weight, you actually want to look good, and for that reason you want to keep slim. Okay? And for now, we're going to be ending here. If there's any question, please and just follow me on YouTube, on Instagram, and on Facebook. Join your Oriflame